I can only compare the sensation I felt to the thrill of a driver who holds in his hands the reins that control a glorious pair of spirited horses. My life is beginning, I thought, and it was. Those are the words of Amy Marcy Cheney Beach after her debut at the age of 16 with the Boston Symphony Orchestra. In her day, New Hampshire's Amy Beach was one of the most famous and respected composers in America. Her life spanned a time from just after the Civil War through the end of World War II. She began composing music in her head at the age of 4. By the time she was 30, she had written a mass, a symphony, and dozens of works for piano, voice, and chamber quartets. And it was her jubilate that rang out at the opening of the Women's Building at Chicago's Columbian Exposition, the World's Fair.
Electric cars, electric boats, even the sidewalks. Electric! My, but the world was transforming itself in a rush.
By the time she was 44, newly widowed, Beach embarked on a European tour which dazzled audiences and critics alike and cemented her reputation as one of the most important voices of the early 20th century. She performed in cities across the country, including Washington, D.C., where she was twice the guest of Eleanor Roosevelt. A lifelong friendship with Marion McDowell involved her deeply in the formation of the McDowell Colony in Peterborough, New Hampshire, where, in the second half of her life, she composed virtually all her music.
In that magic environment, I can truly live with what I create.
It seems almost impossible that the music of such a prolific, popular, and critically acclaimed composer could have slipped from the repertoire, all but forgotten. Only recently have scholars and musicians begun to rediscover her music, playing and recording it. I'm Marie Harris. In the fall of 2009, the North Country Chamber Players presented a program of Beach's music, art songs, piano solos, and pieces for chamber trio, accompanied by my verse narrative. In just over an hour, with words and music, we bring you a glimpse into the life and times of a national treasure. I hope it will awaken in you the same enthusiasm and passion it woke in me. To produce or underwrite this performance, please contact the North Country Chamber Players.